Hey, Trey Veston here, and we're back with another range session at the Idaho cabin. And today, as promised, I have returned with this wonderful Ruger RXM. Really growing to love this little pistol. I love the feel. The accuracy is not too bad. We're going to try and improve on that. And today, in an effort to improve on that accuracy, we're going to try the Storm Lake barrel. And this is a ported one. It came out of a Gen 4 G19 that I was using for GSSF, and I tried to use the barrel to try and decrease recoil, give me an edge in GSSF. Well, all it did is put me in the unlimited class, and I'm not that good. There's guys in unlimited that get 500s almost every weekend. So yeah, not going to try that again. And the barrel, when I bench tested it, it really wasn't that accurate. I don't think it was any more accurate than the factory Glock barrel. So I saw it laying around in my stuff, and it fits in the Ruger. So I thought, let's give it a try with the Ruger. It looks cool, but I'm going to shoot the same ammo I did last week, and then we're going to try and see if the barrel offers any increased accuracy. It's the exact same ammo, plus I've added a couple other flavors in there, and we're going to see how that does. We might shoot that with the factory barrel, just to see how the factory barrel likes the new stuff. So yeah, let's start shooting and evaluating, and we're going to chrono this too to see if there's any difference in a ported barrel with a little bit extra length. I believe it's about 5/8 of an inch of extra length on there. It's sunny. I think it's close to 50 degrees now, so when you're from Idaho, 50 degrees in the spring is t-shirt weather. So let's start shooting and enjoy the weather and do some fun gun stuff. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, first up, we've got the Fiocchi Defense Dynamics Jacketed Hollow Points, 124 grain, and rated at 1100 feet per second. If I remember, I think these were a little slow. And we'll try and get, we got a little bit more solid rest with the bag. And yeah, we'll see how it does. Okay, next up we've got the Personal Defense 9mm, and it's Hydroshocks, 124 grain, and I believe these are rated at 1120 feet per second. So let's see how they do. And next target over to the right. Okay, that averaged 1098, 1105, supposed to be 1120. So they're running a little slower than they should be, especially out of a little extra barrel. So, okay, next up, we've got the lovely Federal Punch, 124 grain. And if you remember from the very first video down in Arizona when I was shooting the flawed barrel, this was the most accurate ammo out of the bunch, if I'm remembering correctly. And of course I don't remember if it was faster or slower, but we'll look back at the results and you'll see up on the screen the actual numbers. So let's see how it does with the Storm Lake barrel. See if it's any more accurate. Man, I do not like this setup, but what do you do? Alrighty, and we are going lower left with the punch. Okay, average 1145. So with the Storm Lake barrel, they're almost dead on. Alrighty, next up is the Sig Sauer Personal Defense Elite Defense, Personal Defense Ammo, Called Elite Defense, 147 grain, and these was very slow at 985. And I think this was the most accurate from our last session. I don't remember. I'm out in the woods. I have no internet access, so I can't look it up. So anyway, let's take a look and see how it does with the Storm Lake barrel. And we just got rid of the bag because the stability wasn't all that much better. And it just was a distraction, and I'm probably going to shoot myself in the hand if I keep trying to readjust a cloth between shots. So they're doing just fine with this. Wow. I don't see anything out of the black. We might have a real winner with this Elite Defense. Average is 978. Supposed to be 985. So we're getting pretty close. Alrighty. We got 4 rounds fired. Let's clear everything out. Let Arlo out of the Jeep so he can run. I don't let him out of the Jeep when we're shooting, because it's not good for his little doggy ears. Alrighty. Arlo, what did I tell you about brown snow? Okay, looking at the results here, and they're a little different. Okay, best group so far is 1 7/8, and that's with the Fiocchi ammo, which I spelled wrong on the target. Never mind. Next, we had the Federal Hydroshocks, and that opened it up to 3 inches. Both are hitting a little low. And then the Federal Punch. I don't know. We only got 4 shots on paper, and it probably went low from what I'm seeing, so it's at least 4+, which is weird because that was the best ammo in the factory barrel, but the Storm Lake did not like that. Then we went up to 147 grain, and remember how I said, yeah, I don't see anything outside the black. We must have a winner. No, they're not even on the dang target. You can see just barely one clipped, and I found a couple fresh holes down there, so it's way 8-inch plus. So yeah, no SIG 147 grain. Not for the Storm Lake barrel, but the Fiocchi's promising. So next, we're going to try some reloads, the SIG 124 grain, the Hornady, and some RMR bullets and XTPs with some Ram shot and WSF. Let's see how it likes those. Okay, Arlo, you ready? You got to get back in the Jeep again because we're going to be shooting. Alrighty. Alrighty, fresh targets up. And let's try. First off, we're going to go with the Sig Sauer Elite Defense in 124 grain. Alrighty. Top left. Okay, that's averaging 1162. And what are they supposed to be doing? 1165. So they're, yeah, right close there. Alrighty. Alright, next up is the Hornady Custom 124 grain XTPs. And they are saying at the muzzle they should be going 1110. So a little milder load. And upper right. It's 5, average of 1106. We're supposed to be hitting 1110, so real close to advertised. And let's do some adjusting on that red dot. Okay, next up we've got some old reloads, just to see how the barrel likes some RMR JHPs and some 5 grains of WSF and 124 grain RMR bullets. And we're going to be shooting lower left, and we've adjusted the sight a little bit. I haven't shot it yet, so hopefully it'll be on paper. Okay, yeah, we had that one big flyer. The others, I don't think they're too bad. Averaged 1116. Max was 1140, minimum was 1063. So I've got, yeah, old reloads. I was not very consistent in my powder charges, apparently. A little bit of deviation going on there. Alrighty, and for the last of this session, we'll do some more reloads. Alrighty, last group of 4 are some reloads. These are 124 grain XTPs with 5.4 grains of ram shot silhouette. Let's see how they do. Or, well, we know how they did last time, but with the old Storm Lake barrel, see if they do any better. And those are some spicier ones at 1160.8. Range from 1152 to 1166. So obviously I got a little better with my reloads when I got to these. Alrighty, let's see how they did. Arlo, where are you going? He doesn't care. Okay. First up, the SIG 124. They got a 2 3/4 inch, which this pistol and barrel is not too bad. Got second place or so. Next, we had the Hornady. And yeah, they shot so low, we have no idea. So I'm going to reshoot that group with the sights readjusted higher. And worst group ever is the RMR. Jacketed hollow points, that WSF. We've got all the way from there up to there. And yeah, it was all over the place. A weird group in the middle. It's, yeah, not consistent at all. So 9 inches. And lastly, my newer reloads, 3 3/4. And yeah, not bueno. So okay, let's reshoot the Hornadies and see what happens. All right, we'll reshot the Hornadies, and the impact was just a little higher. And yeah, not too bad at 2 3/4 inches. So about the same as the SIG 124. So this barrel, I think we got the 1 7/8 out of the Fiocchis. Let's go back to the factory barrel. We'll conclude some of this stuff. Okay, let's wrap this session up with testing of the Storm Lake barrel, ported barrel. And I don't know how, relevant it's going to be, because I don't know if Storm Lake is even in production anymore. I know they got bought out. They're Storm Lake, Iowa. I used to live in Iowa, so bought a barrel. And I know they got bought out by, I think it was Vista Outdoors. Was it Vista or the Remington Group? What's that giant Remington conglomerate? No, it escapes me. Whenever I start rolling the camera, my brain stops, which is not a good thing for a YouTube vlogger. So in any case, I don't know if you can still buy these, but this barrel, I don't like ported barrels for self-defense pistols just because of the increased muzzle flash. And if you ever have a self-defense shooting, they're going to say, oh, look, you have this custom tricked out race gun. You must like shooting people. I don't know. Lawyers are stupid. Except my sister-in-law. She's wonderful. Alrighty. So, yeah, I think I'm not going to keep the Storm Lake barrel anymore. I'm going to put it back in the drawer and maybe sell it at a gun show for $50 or something. But anyway, we're going to do some more ammo testing up next. So subscribe and check out the other videos. And thanks for watching. Trey Veston from beautiful northern Idaho. I am out of here. Alrighty, take care.